How you doing, Tampa natives? Check this out. This is part 2 of Real Tampa Walks. Check this out. I'm live from Nebraska and Fowler, live from Carolyn Lane Plaza. Now, let me give you a little bit of history on this plaza. This plaza was made in 1961. I'm going to go around and I'm going to, show you the buildings and do some before and afters inside this video. So just stay tuned, and I'm going to go by every building and let you know what they once was. Let's get it. Abandoned Tampa. Okay, let's go. We're live from Carolyn Lane Plaza, and this right here was originally Kmart. I used to come here as a kid, and I remember when this Kmart closed down in 1995 because it became a Burlington coat factory. This was the first Burlington I ever stepped foot in. Let's go to the next one. Okay, let's go to the next one. Listen, this right here is Varsity 6 Theaters. This vintage 70s theaters debuted some of the most, best movies throughout the 70s, 80s, and the 90s. It was taken out in the 90s, and it's sad because I remember coming here, seeing some of my first movies as a child. And if you zoom in a little bit, you can see the the theaters 6 Varsity. You can still see it. And this right here is the ticket booth. It's so funny that the ticket booth is still here. Anytime I used to come to International Flea Market, I never used to notice this, but this is super vintage. I got some video that I'm gonna throw in between so you can check it out. Okay, let's do our next one. Check this out. This right here was Builder Square. Builder Square was something like a Lowe's, Home Depot. I remember coming here as a kid. This was originally, came to this plaza in the 1970s. And I have some pictures of it in the 90s. But over the years, when it was going out of business, Kmart bought pretty much all their properties, but it bought the property next door to them, which made this a piece of Kmart. But Kmart eventually died, so just to let you know that the International Flea Market wasn't just the theaters in Kmart, it was Builder Square as well. Let's go to the next one. How you doing, Tampa natives? We're back with another piece of the puzzle. This is my childhood Winn-Dixie. I remember going inside this building. It had a lot of problems, and that's the reason why it never came back. A lot of problems. It has a list of problems. But let's look at the building next door to it. It's a O'Reilly's Auto Parts, but originally it was Eckerd Drugs. And these two are the first tenants of the Carolyn Lane Plaza. And that Eckerd Drugs is actually the second Eckerd Drugs. The first one that they made, it got consumed by fire. So, there's a little history on this empty plaza that sits on Nebraska and Fowler. I got more coming. Real Tampa Talks. Let's go. Oh, also, it's so funny to see that this Burger King, even though they knocked down the original Burger King, but it's so cool to see that it's still on this corner, still graced this corner. It's beautiful to see that the Save and Pack building, now a school, is still there. The Luby's, that is now Dollar Tree. And I think that's a Value Pond, that was Bob Evans. So this plaza had a lot. I hope y'all enjoyed this, and I have more to come. Real Tampa out.